Hi guys, this is Chris and this is Kal-El Reviews, and that is Generation's Armada Starscream. He's a reimagining of the Voyager class Armada Starscream from the Armada show, and there's the pack-in comic that comes with this figure in the North American release, not in Canada. It's okay, it's what it is, give it a read. Awesome little sized jet, crisp details on it. I like the thrusters. It's small, but it's quite effective for its size. I like the translucent plastic at the back. It gives a really nice afterburner effect. Underneath we've got, it's robot parts, but it's not terrible. You've got on the side of the underside of the wings there, the folded up blades, and you can see the head sort of hiding under a panel. And it's quite nice that they put a panel there that flips up in the way so it doesn't look terrible. But you can tell it's a head there, but it's not as bad as it could have been. And again, robot arms, and there we are on a flat stand. Sorry if my editing is bad, I'm just trying some new stuff with the new camera. Okay guys, let's talk about transformation. So this guy is pretty simple. One thing I will point out, the head is very easy to knock around there. But transformation is simple, so just unpeg the arms there, flick them forward, unpeg, flick forward, and the legs are just going to split, extend, pop those fins in, turn the leg, foot, and the heel at the same time. The best way is there's just a little bit you can get your nail in there, so that's the legs done. You can flip the fins, the wings, over the side there, flip that down, flip the whole body down, and the head up. So while you're at it, that little panel is going to fold into the body like that. So it's going to face down, and then that down, bring that down, and it softly pegs in. There is a tiny little set of pegs there and some holes just there. I'll just so just here, if we can get some kind of focus, is 3 little holes, and on the underside of that is 2 little tabs there. So that's actually going to softly peg into that. So we have him, and then just got to flip the hands out, make sure that's down like that, and then you have Starscream in his robot mood. Now you can sort of see that his head is kind of blocked there for light. You can just flip these down if you wish. Takes away from his silhouette a bit, but then you can see his head a little bit better. So again, there he is. You'll have to forgive me with any weird camera shots here, as I have just sort of got this camera. But there he is, so very cool. Light piping is there, but you can't really sort of see it. But turn a light on above him. Yeah, it's not making much of a difference. Very cool. The whole back of his head is translucent orange, so it will pick up the light. But let's just cover his articulation. So, head is on a ball joint, and it's also on this little platform thing, so it will sort of lift up and down. Arms will go around. They will tend to hit these wings, just due to the blocky nature of it, but they will go around in and out. Bicep swivel, 90-degree elbow, and the wrists will go in and out due to transformation. That's it. So the head will go down. The wings are on ball joints, so you can put them however you want them, like so. And you can also flip that back up if you wish. And now ball jointed hip, thigh swivel, and a deep knee due to the transformation, and then foot will pivot, and you can get that heel out. So if you want him into a position that requires a little bit of extra balance, you can. So just by putting the heel out, where if you had it off, he'd fall over. So just for an example. Okay, so articulation is pretty good for his size. And just stand him kind of normal. And let's move on. So posability is pretty good. You can see him there holding his sword, which are stored on the back of the wings. We'll show you that in a second. And they are translucent plastic, so do be careful when putting them in and out of the hands. They are fairly tight. You can see here where they store on the back. Pretty good idea. I dropped it because I'm an idiot. And trying to open them with one hand is always fun. You can also see on the back there plenty of good molded detail all over the place. They didn't leave anything blank, which is really good. And those afterburner / missiles do stick out a bit. And you can clip the sword back on. While he's using the sword, you can put one wing back to give him that look of the Armada show. You'll see that in the photos. So here I'm just showing the missiles will fold back like I demonstrated in the transformation. And they are a friction missile, so you push this in and it will fire. Takes a little bit of effort, and it does fire, as you can see, quite quickly. So don't point it at your eye or your dog. And there's the missile. So just standard friction missile, but it has quite a bit of oomph, and it takes a little bit of pressure to put it back in, so don't worry if you think you've broken anything. Stand up. God damn it. With a little bit of finicking, you can get him in a flight pose there, and there you can see the one wing back to give him that show look. Pretty cool looking. Overall, it's a very well made figure, definitely worth picking up. Really easy to fiddle with, lots of action figure-y type goodness to him. That's weird. Generally good. So thanks for watching, guys. That's Armada Starscream Generations. I'm Chris, thanks for watching, please subscribe, and see you later.